how to stop being poor and start attracting financial abundance in your life. So hi everybody, it's Limpinetti here. Welcome to my channel, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a mother of three and my love and passion is to helping you guys achieve time and financial freedom. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please feel free to press the subscribe button, and you'll be notified about my videos every single week. So let's get straight into my video where I'm going to share with you how I stopped being poor and now I've been able to attract more financial abundance in my life, and how you too can achieve it as well. So let's start with why. Why do you want to be rich? I've always known that I wanted to be rich. I mean, I was almost passionate about being rich because I didn't have much. I was born in Vietnam. My parents were not wealthy at all. We were under average. So I've always lived in lack. And so my love for money is just because I hated being broke, or my parents not being able to give me what I want. But my deeper reason for having more money isn't just because I wanted more for myself. I've always known to really want to have more so I could provide to my family. When my parents said they can't afford something, it breaks my heart, and I just want to one day be richer than them so I could, buy things for them. And I always have a love for, poor people and young kids, and I love my grandma. I remember just feeling really connected to the community, and I wanted to be rich so I could help more people. I wanted to level up the rich and the poor. I wanted to feel what it's like to be like everyone else, to be rich as well. So what is your why? You really need to know what your driver is, because unless you really know why you want to be rich, you're not going to really commit to your financial literacy. Like if being rich is not really important, I mean, you just don't want to be broke, you're not really you're not dedicating to a commitment. It's like you can't be skinny or lose weight without committing to losing weight and knowing why you want to lose weight, right? Same as financial abundance. You're not going to achieve it unless you really have that strong why and your commitment to it, because it does take a lot of dedication and hard work to achieve financial freedom or financial abundance. So I want you to stop this video for a moment and just ask yourself, why do you want to be rich, or why do you want to stop being poor? Or if you would like to, share in the comments below, I would love to hear it as well. Okay, so next is we're driven by our beliefs. So the subconscious mind is always at work and we don't even know it. The reason why, I was broke back in the days is because I had a lot of limiting beliefs. I said some negative things to myself and I didn't know that was actually stopping me. So I had beliefs such as, it's hard to make money. I don't love numbers. I'm not a numbers person. I hate, financial information. I also felt, even though I wanted money to help people, I also felt, I also did say to myself that, I'm not greedy. So I had this sort of guilt about making money as well. I remember writing, I've almost forgotten why I was, all the negative things anymore because it's been so long ago. But if you start to think about why, or what do you actually think about money, you will see that you have all these beliefs that are actually stopping you. So other people's beliefs are that are well known or popular is like money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. Rich people are bad. I don't need money to be happy. Imagine trying to be rich and hate being poor, but yet you're saying, I don't need money to be happy. Well, you're sabotaging yourself from achieving, financial abundance. Oh my God, I keep saying financial abundance. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Okay, now, basically, you need to really list down all your negative beliefs and then convert those beliefs into something positive. So let's say if your belief is, I don't need money to be happy. You need to change it to say, I don't need money to be happy, but with money, I'm going to be more happy because I'm able to, do this and that for people. Money is the all root of evil. You have to say, well, no, I have no proof that money is the root of evil. If I'm a good person and I have money, then I will be able to do good with it. Bad people using money will always be bad. So you need to really understand that your beliefs aren't really real, and you need to change it to something that's more empowering. Okay, so now the next step is you need to be committed. I'm talking about that's it from today. I am committed to my financial abundance, my financial freedom. And that means once you're committed, that means you're going to be buying books about finance, you're going to go to attend seminars and learn everything about finance. You know, it's like if you want to lose weight, I'm going back to losing weight again, you need to learn about, you know, the food, about calories, about, you know, what's in your food, about what food to avoid, what exercises to do, right? You need to have the knowledge to lose weight. But if you want to be wealthy, you also need to commit to learning forever, ongoing learning about wealth. So I constantly read books about wealth. I like to, you know, learn about property, even though sometimes I'm not even investing in property, but I want to learn more and more and more because my world and my commitment is all around wealth. So you need to decide that this is what you're committed to, because at the end of the day, seriously, without money, you can't do much in life. And so the two things that I really care about is building wealth and building my health. So those are the two areas. So, you know, building wealth, like I said, is going to help me do so much in my business and my family and everything else. And health, of course, you know, unless you are fit and healthy, there's no point in life. So those are the two areas that I really do commit myself to, and I've spent a lot of time learning and, you know, dedicated to it. Now, the next thing you need to do is being grateful. So I know that right now you may be not at the level that you want to. Maybe you are really broke and things are not going well for you. You don't even know how you're going to find any money to survive the next week. But the next thing you really need to do is to be grateful. You need to actually think about everything that's going well in your life right now. So I remember when I was broke. I mean, I've been broke for a long time, until in my 20s when I started to, you know, my life changed when I got committed into starting my own business and learning about personal development and that. But before that, I still remember, you know, having to fill up my petrol only $20 because I can't fill up the full tank because I'm broke. I mean, I had a kid when I was young, so I was living off government money, Centrelink. Without that money, I wouldn't be able to survive. So I really had to scrape through every single dollar. I know what it feels like to not know when you're going to make more money. And even when I had a job later on, I mean, you know, a job can only get you so far. You know, you have this fixed income, and yeah, it's really hard. So I understand the difficulty, what it's like to not have money. But I remember when I was super broke, at that time when I quit my job, I started my business. I didn't have really much money going in. And when I was learning about the wealth, you know, all this personal development stuff, they said, you need to be grateful. I'm like thinking, what am I going to be grateful for? It's like, it's stressful, like I don't know. And then I started to, well, you know, follow what they said, and I started to list down every single day. I started writing my gratitude journal. I shifted my mindset from being worried and stressed about money to like, I'm grateful that I have a son. I'm grateful that I'm still alive. I'm grateful that I'm healthy. I'm grateful that, you know, seriously, worst case, I could move back to my mom's house. You know, like life wasn't as bad as what I thought it is. It's just that I'm not at the level that I want to be, and so I'm feeling like, you know, everything's, you know, is a disaster. But then seriously, if you start to, you know, no matter what level you are, if you even have YouTube right now, watching this YouTube or what, you know, being able to use the internet, you are much wealthier than a lot of people in this world. And so I know for a fact that I will never feel, you know, stressed out over money, because like, yeah, when I go to the Philippines and I see the poor kids there and they don't even have a bed, they just sleep on the floor and they're having baths for a whole month. It's like, I just know there's so much more people worse off than myself, and yet they still manage to survive. So you need to learn to be grateful, and gratitude isn't a once-off thing. Okay, I'm going to be grateful and then my life is going to change. No, gratitude is a forever thing. I've been doing my gratitude journal since like 10 years ago when I first started doing it. So every single day I would always list down what I'm grateful for, because it always shifts your mindset to something positive. So it gives you the motivation to, you know, work on your strength, work on opportunities, and to be honest, you start to manifest opportunities and great things starts to come to you. Now finally, you need to have an abundant mindset. What I mean by that is, you need to believe that there is so much money in this world, there is so much opportunities in this world, that there will always be more to come. And what that means is, even if you did have $100 left, don't be afraid to give away $10 to a friend in need or to someone homeless, because the more you give to the universe, the more you have back. Even if you are left with, you know, the last bit of your wealth, and you know that yeah, unless you purchase a course to learn about wealth or something, you know that it's not gonna, you're not gonna have much left. But believe that the more will come. That by you committing to this, you're going to learn something else, and then opportunities will come. So I've always had that mentality where more will come. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't spend more than I have, but I spend with that, you know, that belief that I know more will come. And of course I spend it smartly. I never used to buy expensive things until I can afford it. But in terms of like investing in my business or buying the next course or seminar that was so expensive, and you know, I did it because I knew that investing in myself, I knew it was a right choice. But I also had to believe that there is more to come, that the world is abundant. And so, you know, you will never have enough. You know, the more money you have, the more you want more, because the more you want to buy more expensive things. So, but unless you have an abundant mindset, you're not going to be able to help other people and give to people. You know, the more I make, I start to give away to, you know, charity, to my family, to friends, and whatever else, because I know that I will make more. I don't worry too much about myself, because whereas other people might think, well, you know, I've only made this much, now I've got to accumulate and save it for myself because maybe I won't have any more. But that lack mentality will really limit your ability to increase your wealth. So those are my tips for you to transform your life, to stop being poor and getting rich. And like I said, this is going to be a process. It's not about watching this video and then you're going to be rich. You really need to, you know, rewatch this video, write down all those steps, and really commit to a lifelong journey. And you know, I constantly go back to my list and challenge my mindset again. So when I started making money, I wanted to make more, and I realized, okay, to make more, maybe there's certain limiting beliefs that I was believing that is stopping me. So when I first started my business and I was, you know, starting to make money, I used to believe that charging more means I'm greedy, I feel bad for the clients and all these silly things. And then I realized that no, the more I charge, the more value I give, then the more I charge, because I'm worthy of the time and the service that I'm offering. The clients will appreciate my service, and that's how I can, you know, we all win. You know, I earn more, they get more value, and it's all win. So it's not like, you know, change your mindset and you're there. If you want to constantly, you know, go to another level, revisit your list again. If you feel like, you know, you're feeling down, it's probably because you forgot to do your gratitude journal. So yeah, those are my tips. Let me know which of the steps you know, you have already tried. How did it go for you? And if you enjoy my video, please don't forget to put thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.